Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Chinese Liquor Review, Issue 2. I hope the sound quality is better. I'm using an actual microphone this time, so I can have decent sounding audio without having to scream to my iPhone and wake up all of my neighbors. Today we have a bounty of several delicious Chinese liqueurs and liquors. I say liqueur because what we're going to be starting with today is this one. It is a green plum flavored wine. I'm actually not sure of the brand, but there you go. If I can get it in the light a bit, that doesn't work. You can read it. It's fine. But I'll introduce them all before we get to that one. We also have a Tsingtao. Now this is not a regular Tsingtao, as you can see there. It is actually a wheat beer Tsingtao. It uses more wheat, and it's a tall boy. No clue how different it's going to taste from normal Tsingtao, but we'll see. We also have the premium Yabisu Creative Brew, which is a mysterious beer. This one is technically not Chinese. It is Japanese, so I might have to rename this to, because it says it's from the Yabisu Brewery Tokyo, so I might have to rename the series to just Asian Liquor Review, which is perfectly fine, because I'm not gonna lie, like the Japanese, the Koreans, the Chinese, they know how to fucking drink, I'll say that much. And our last beer for tonight is a Wusu. No fucking clue. No fucking clue. It's just a beer. Just a big beer. This thing cost me $4, so, we'll see. But I think the one we will start off with is this mysterious green plum flavored wine, which, if you can see that there, I've drunk most of this, and that's because it is simply so good. I don't think this is a wine. I'm almost certain it's just a liqueur. It's so sweet and just like, there's no notes of brewing, of anything, of like any sort of what's it called? Like you know how wine has that, not yeasty, but that strange, it's the tannins. It has no tannins. It has none of that. It literally just tastes like, it just tastes like sugar water. It's so good. 6% alcohol, so it also isn't that alcoholic. It is just a very sweet, it'd be good in a cocktail, I feel, because it's just a very nice, sweet, subtle flavor. It's mainly just sugar. Green plum is a very unique flavor. I've never had it before, and it's like, it's kind of hard to pin it down, apart from just like, you get this essence of stone fruit, like some sort of something, like, yeah, stone fruit. That's the only way I can describe it, because it is a plum. It makes sense, but like, reminds me of like peaches, nectarines, that sort of stuff. Dates even has a bit of a datiness to it, and so it's like, it's pretty chill overall. I do like it quite a lot. I forget what the brand is called. Calatratio. No fucking clue. No fucking clue. Anyway, mysterious bottle here, because I have no fucking clue where it's from. I think that's might be Japanese, actually. So yeah, Asian Liquor Review, not just Chinese Liquor Review. But now we will move on to something that is most definitely Chinese, which is the Tsingtao. Tsingtao is, I actually have another bottle of it here. This is a Tsingtao long neck that I've refurbished into a vase. All the flowers are dying because I don't know how to keep flowers. But yeah, this is a normal Tsingtao. Well, not a normal, but a long neck Tsingtao. Then you have this one, which is a tall boy Tsingtao with a very interesting design on it. Look at that. That's like beautifully crafted. It's very nice. Almost regal, I would say. Yeah, I don't know if this one's actually any different, or if it's just a different can. But I suppose we'll find out. It does say wheat beer on it, but I think the other one also uses wheat. I'm reading the back of the other Tsingtao. Oh, no, okay, the other one is actually made with rice, so this is different. It's made of wheat. So let's see if we can taste the wheat. Ooh. 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 Right. What's the colour of that like? That's just normal beer colour. It's normal piss colour. That's pretty nice, actually. I quite like that. It reminds me a bit of like a dark ale. Not quite at the level of a stout, but you know, still quite. I don't know. Another sip real quick. It's been a while since I've had a Tsingtao, but I will say that does taste. It's slightly deeper and slightly richer, a little more bitter than a typical beer, like a lager or something. Although it is still very light, I think you would still classify that as a lager. But it has notes of something a bit deeper. And it's very interesting, actually. It's very, very interesting. And that's like, yeah. That depth and wow, really reminding me of stout-like things. So like a red ale, a stout, a dark ale, any sort of ale. It feels ale-y, even though it's not quite bitter enough to be an ale, but it's definitely heavy enough to be one. And that is in no small part to the wheat. It's definitely the wheat that's giving it some of that. It feels like it feels almost bready. Like it's like it's bread, which, I mean, wheat, yeah, but also yeast, you know. And that's what stout gives me, and that's why I can't drink a fucking stout or I will be full for the rest of the night. So that's why I typically don't drink stouts. But that is lovely. Oh fuck, I've got to rate them. This one, the Tratio, I don't fucking know. You can read that. Hopefully it's focusing. I don't really give a shit. The Calatratio is pretty good, and I would rate it honestly, this is going to give you like an 8 out of 10. High key, just really, really nice, like sweet liqueurish wine. This one, honestly, a little more mid. The Tsingtao, I just don't really like heavy beers, or at the very least, like heavy in substance. Heavy in flavor's okay, but this is very like, it's like, it feels. It's not quite a refreshing beer, which is what I look for in a beer. I want to be like, yeah, I could drink 50 of these and run a marathon. That's what I look for in beers. That's why I like Coronas and Modelo's and like Carlton Dry and shit like that. Is I like the light beers. Not light in alcohol, but light in complexity and carbohydrates. And this one, I don't feel like is that. It might be. I think it's a little light in carbohydrates, but just not. I don't know. So this one only gets like a 5 for me. I'd say it's a 5. It's a mid-range beer. There was nothing else to drink, and I really wanted a beer. I'd probably reach for it, but that's about it. Then we move on to one that's very interesting to me, Yabisu. So this is from Japan. It's from the Yabisu Brewery in Tokyo. Intriguing. Premium Yabisu, sorry. Creative brew. That's what really stood out to me at the Asian grocer. was I went there and I was like, I want to get some beers, and I saw this and it said Creative Brew, and I was like, how the fuck is it creative? That was crisp. Holy fuck. Wow. And you can see, I can't really tilt it over anymore, but it's got like a little indentation for where you put your finger so you can lift the pull tab, which I've only found on Japanese products. Like they have it on like imported Japanese cans and stuff. I have not found that in any Australian shit or even Western, like just like Europe or America. I've strictly found it in Japanese shit, which makes you think it's a Japanese invention. But anyway. Ooh. Ooh, I'm not sure I like that. I think this one, yeah, this one's a light beer, I believe. I believe, I can't read Japanese. Oh, it's made by Sapporo. Interesting. Or produced by Sapporo, made by a different brewery, but then packaged and sold by Sapporo. I can't see shit on here. I can't read shit. Yeah, I don't know how hefty this beer is, but it tastes light and like not in a good way. It tastes like watery, but also just fucking. This is a lot more difficult to describe than the Tsingtao. The Tsingtao is like, I've tasted this exact thing before. This one I'm not sure. It's got a basic flavour note. So bitterness, it's definitely bitter. There's definitely like a distinct bitterness. It's not like a light lager or something where there's like, oh yeah, this isn't really that bitter. No, this is bitter. Almost, I'd say it's above the norm, but lower than something like an IPA, an India Pale Ale, or any other Pale Ale actually. Pale Ales are fucking bitter as shit, and I don't quite like them. But this is scratching at that urge, at that area. It's like, ooh, I want to be a Pale Ale, but I'm a pussy. That's what it feels like. It's like, or rather, I want to be a pale ale, but the Japanese market probably won't like that. Yeah, no, that's definitely what it is. It's almost sour, which pale ale is as well. It's got like citrus notes in it and shit. This one's almost there, but not quite. It's not quite there. I will say the name is accurate. This is a very creative brew, because I can't quite put my finger on what makes it up. It is very creative. It's quite unorthodox. It's not quite a pale ale. It's not quite a lager. It's not quite an ale either, just like a normal ass ale. Because it's too bitter for that. It's got like a weird back of the throat bitterness that I can't really discern properly. It's odd, it's strange, and it intrigues me, but also I cannot see myself drinking this again. I feel like my dad likes pale ales. He'd probably fuck with this, because it is like between a lager and a pale ale. It's got kind of the refreshing side of a lager, where it is sort of just empty, but also with a slight touch of like that bitterness, that proper. Oh, pardon me, I've been drinking a lot of beer. That weird bitterness and the hoppiness. That's what I'm looking for. Where it's the way the like the bitter and the hops combine as a flavor. Very interesting. Very interesting, but I don't like the taste. I don't really like this. If the Tsingtao was a 5, I'd have to say that the Yabisu, it's probably a 4. Yeah, no, it is. It is. For me personally, it's a 4. It's still well made. Like, it doesn't taste like shit. I know that some people on Earth would definitely like this, but just not me. Just not me, and just not today. And that brings us on to the final drink of the night, ladies and gentlemen, where I'm going to be trying a long neck Wusu beer. This one is just another standard like Chinese rice beer. No clue what it's going to taste like. I imagine it does just say it's a beer. Most of these have like, I think this one says like, no, this one doesn't even say anything. But normally they do say, like, the translation labels they put on the back of these, they normally do say, oh, it's a lager, or it's a spirit-based drink, or it's a, like, wine, like the plum wine one does. This one doesn't say anything. It just says beer, which scares me a bit. It's not a twist top. Fuck. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back. Welcome back. Well, it's open now. I don't really have much more to say about this, so I suppose I'll just get it done. Fucking hell, the roof of my balcony is pretty dirty. Yeah, see, I said that because I really can't say anything about this beer. Closest analog. Carlton Draft. It's just. Oh, I might get an overflow here. Okay, no, I didn't. Yeah, no, closest analog would be something like Carlton Draft, but lighter. It's lighter. It is actually. It's more like a Carlton Dry. Like, I don't hate it, but there's. It's just I can. Like, this thing cost me like $7, and the place that I went to also sells Asahi long necks for also $7. And if I'm gonna be honest, I would have rather got the Asahi. It has similar notes to something like an Asahi would, or like a another like Asian lager, where it's just like, where it's just beer. It's just beer. Like, there's no. These ones are interesting, but have their downfalls because they're not like, because of my own personal tastes. This one doesn't fit my personal tastes in the way that it just isn't anything. It's just a beer. It is a perfect mid-range, doesn't do anything good, doesn't do anything bad beer. And so for that reason, I'm also going to have to give this one a 5. Because it's just so nothing. Like, I don't even know. Actually, holy shit. Wait, let me taste it. This is like if you got a It's like if you got a Great Northern. It's like in between a Great Northern and a Carlton Dry. That's what this shit tastes like. That's why I don't like it. There's no flavor. It tastes watered down. I just don't really like it. Yeah. That's about it. It's just really not that good. It's just really not that great. Perfectly in the middle. It is a beer. It is. If this is offensive to someone, I'd be surprised. Like, you could feed this to a child. Don't do that. But if you did, they'd be like, wow, beer's not that bad. Like, literally, it's that watered down and shitty. Hold on. What's the alcohol percentage? It's still 4% alcohol, which is like relatively average. You know, I changed my answer about it being like between like with it being between a Carlton Dry and a Great Northern. It is just a Great Northern. It has that same niche that a Great Northern does, where it is the perfect beer if you don't like flavour. It's just nothing. You hear that Wusu? You hear that? Who made this? There's a shelf life of 12 months. 5 Pentacle Property Limited. You hear that? 5 Pentacle Property Limited. Mid. This is mid. It's perfectly acceptable and nothing more or less. It's just mid. It's boring. It's a boring beer. Let me have the Tsingtao to wash that down. Oh my god. Going between those is like night and fucking day. This tastes like it's got like resin in it now, because my taste buds have been shot to death by that. Oh. I'm not sure if I like that. That's kind of weird. I'm gonna keep my rating based off of when I first cracked it open, because that's what most people are gonna be expecting. That's the flavor that's gonna happen when you crack and open a beer. You drink it immediately, so that's what I'm gonna be rating the taste on. So yeah, that's about it for this episode. I'll do a quick rating. So right here we have the Green Plum Wine. That one got an 8 out of 10. We have the Tsingtao Wheat 500ml can. That one still stands at about a 5. We have the Yabisu, which is I never figured out what type of beer it is, but that one stays at a 5. That one stays at a 5. And then we have the Wusu, which, I'm going to be honest, while I don't like it, it's not bad. It's not bad. The reason I don't like it is because it's boring. So unfortunately, I do still have to rate this one a 5. But in terms of creativity and interesting flavors, this one takes the cake, the Yabisu, because I can like not describe it accurately. It's impossible to figure out what this actually is. So that one does get the Creativity Award. Funnily enough, the Creative Brew got the Creativity Award. Who would have thought? Alright, well that was another episode of Chinese Liquor Review. I hope you liked it. Because I fucking didn't. This thing sucks.